What's up, sports bettors? If you like hitting parlays, I got the video for you. We are going through the best parlays for June 22nd, Wednesday. So we're going through parlays. And again, kind of the general assumption is, parlays are so unprofitable. They're such terrible bets. But the truth of the matter is, it depends on what you're betting. As it always goes in sports betting, you can make money sports gambling. You just have to know how to bet. So what you want to do when you're placing a parlay is make sure every bet, every leg in your parlay is positive expected value. It's positive EV, right? You need every leg in your parlay to be mathematically profitable. So I like placing my parlays on WynnBet a lot of the times because I like their reward systems. They give you comp dollars, which you can then spend on alcohol, which is fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go through my best parlay on WynnBet Sportsbook. So you can see right here, the first bet available on WynnBet, and of course, you can follow the same strategy with FanDuel. Really, placing a profitable parlay is all about finding profitable bets to include into your parlay. If both bets in your parlay are profitable, positive EV, then your parlay will be positive EV. So if we scroll down, we can see the first bet on WynnBet is the Royals plus 200. So this bet, as you can see on OddsJam, which is indicated under this percent column, so that's the profit margin of your bet. The profit margin of the Royals money line at plus 200 odds, obviously they're going to be underdogs against the Dodgers, but in sports betting, underdogs win all the time, right? So it's really what odds are you getting on the underdog? Does the bet justify the price? Right? In the same way that, a car may be a great car, but maybe it's not a great car at $100,000, but it's a great car at $30,000. It's the exact same thing in sports betting. And you need to be able to quantify that mathematically, which is exactly what the OddsJam positive expected value tool will do for you. So we can see this bet has a 4.88% profit margin, right? It's on the top row. So this is the percent column on OddsJam. This is a Kelly calculator for kind of telling you if you want to follow optimal bankroll management, how much should you place, on your bet. So we can see right here, the Royals are plus 200 odds on WynnBet, right? 4.88% profit margin. The sharpest bookmaker, they're only giving you plus 180 odds. So if we go ahead and we click into this game, you can take a look at the betting market, and it's very clear that WynnBet is really the outlier, right? This is a true pricing discrepancy and a bet I definitely want to take advantage of, right? Pinnacle and BetOnline, two of the sharpest sports books in the world, they're only giving you plus 184, plus 180, plus 184. And we're able to get this plus 200 on WynnBet. So this really is a true pricing discrepancy. And, we can see right here, WynnBet is an ARB to Pinnacle. So we know one of these two books is wrong. Either this plus 200 is off market and is a good bet, or this minus 198 is. Of course, we don't want to bet on the Angels minus 198. I apologize. This isn't the Dodgers. It's the Angels. There's two teams in LA. But you definitely don't want to bet on Pinnacle, right? This is the sharpest, most efficient betting market. You definitely don't want to bet against them. But you use this information, right, to identify profitable bets on other sportsbooks. You use the betting market on the sharp sportsbooks to find value on other sportsbooks, right? You use the sharpest sportsbooks to find good bets on other sportsbooks. So we can see right here, WynnBet's giving you plus 200, which is incredible value, and we can quantify that mathematically, which is what OddsJam does for you, right? It tells you, hey, given, the odds on the sharpest sportsbook, Pinnacle, we're telling you, based on their model of the most efficient betting market, the profit margin of this bet is 4.88%. So you bet $100, you have 488 in profit margin. So I locked it in, plus 200 in my parlay. So we can go here and we can put in, again, this is the most important calculator on OddsJam. You gotta understand this calculator, plus 180 is the odds they were giving you on the Royals, and minus 198 was the odds that Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker, they were giving you on the Angels. That's their market, right? That market has vig or juice or a spread baked into it. So what you need to do as a sports bettor is remove the vig, remove the juice to get an estimate of the fair win probability for your bet. So we take the market, you throw it into a no vig fair odds calculator, which essentially reverse engineers a sportsbook. The way a sportsbook works is they have a model, they take a bunch of bets, they have a bunch of data, And they're processing all these bets in real time, taking millions of dollars in bets on Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker, to tell you, what do we think the fair win probability for this bet is? So according to their betting model, the fair win probability, or the true win probability for the Royals, is 34.96%, which indicates a fair line of plus 186. That is the true odds, right? And we got this in our parlay plus 200, which is obviously better than the true odds we have. So Royals plus 200, first leg in the parlay. The second leg is the Nationals, plus 131, right here. You can see right after I bet it, it came crashing down to plus 125, which, but plus 131, tons of value, right? Pinnacle's market plus 123, minus 133. Bet online plus 115, minus 125, even more bullish on the Nationals. We got this plus 131. Look at the betting market. Plus 131 is an incredible price. Thank you to OddsJam. So I hammered it. So we can go through the math of our parlay to quantify the profit margin. So using a no vig fair odds calculator, which will take a sportsbook's market and tell you the win probability for your bet, we can see that the Royals are 34.96% to win tomorrow against the Angels, according to the sharpest sportsbook, which, no offense, is definitely smarter than you are, right? Real-time odds from the sharpest sportsbook in the world. That's how you get fair estimates of the win probability for your wager. So this is the first bet we have in our parlay. Now the second bet we have, although the odds, say plus 125 here, we got in our parlay plus 131, is the Washington Nationals, right? Pinnacle pricing this plus 123, minus 133. So we take odds from the sharpest bookmaker, which only has 10 cents in market width, and that's wild. And then we remove the vig, remove the juice to see what the true line is. What is the true line, which would be plus 128? So if the no vig odds are plus 127.29, what this means essentially is you would want to bet on the Nationals anywhere above plus 127. And on the contrary, you would want to bet on the Orioles any price better than minus 127, right? Now, because sportsbooks bake vig into their market, you can see, oftentimes there's no sportsbook. We can get the Orioles better than the true price of minus 127, right? FanDuel's giving us minus 136. The true odds are minus 127, so we're getting worse odds than the true odds. We definitely don't want to bet on the Orioles minus 136. We don't want to take Caesars minus 130 or DraftKings or WynnBet, right? Now, on the opposite end, plus 127 is the fair line with the vig removed for the Nationals. There's there's nothing better than plus 127 here. So we wouldn't want to place a bet, right? But we were able to get plus 131, again, thanks to OddsJam and the Positive EV betting software, which is why we locked it in. So we have two bets. We know the win probability for each of our underdog MLB bets, which means we multiply these together to get the fair win probability from the sharpest bookmaker for our parlay, which comes out to 15.38%. So then we can back out the EV of our parlay, which is $99. We're staking 1.5 Gs to win $10,395, but that includes your stake, so it's 8.9K in profit, essentially. 15.4% at plus 593 odds. We're winning 8.9 Gs 15% of the time. The rest of the time, we're losing our stake of $1,500. So you can back out the profit margin or the value of your parlay in dollars, and then also quantify that mathematically on a percentage basis in terms of your edge, which is just what is shown on the OddsJam Positive EV page. This is your edge as a sports bettor. Your profit margin, your edge, whatever you want to call it, how much you're beating the sportsbook by. So Red Sox -2 tomorrow is a great bet. Plus 210, you bet $100, you have $10 in profit margin. That's incredible, right? That's how you get rich sports betting, right? 10% profit margins are insane. So we locked it in. I locked it in. 2 underdogs in the MLB. I hope you like it. I hope you like it a lot. We got some bets on the Tampa Bay Lightning, some futures, so hopefully these end up cashing. And again, thanks so much for your time. Let's make some frickin' money betting on parlays.